Welcome to the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame Celebrity Golf Outing presented by Network Health. Held on July 29th at the Brute Golf Course at Grand Geneva Resort and Spa in Lake Geneva, this event brought together more than 170 Milwaukee area business and community leaders to play golf and raise funds for youth sports in Wisconsin.
I love it. Obviously the golf tournament is fun. It's a blast. It's great to be a part of, not just for the cause that's raised, but also all the people that are involved. It's a great group of people run by a great organization. And I think youth sports in today's day and age are more important than ever. I think the translatable life skills that you learn at a young age, getting kids off of video games, computer screens, and out interacting socially, learning leadership, discipline, accountability, a bunch of different things that sports kind of teach us. The more we can kind of instill into that next generation of student athletes is something that I'm a true believer in. We look at the basketball court as a symbol, right? It's a place where obviously you can play basketball, compete, work with your teammates and things of that nature, but it's also a place that you can learn translatable life skills, you can play other sports, you can do arts and crafts. It kind of provides a tangible home for community centers, schools, people that we partner with to be able to utilize 365 days a year. My foundation started with camps and clinics, and we can only run so many of those in a given year, but partnering with great organizations, specifically in Wisconsin, who can really utilize the basketball court 365 days a year, teach those translatable life skills, and really, put that next generation student athlete in a position to have skills that translate into whatever profession they choose, whatever dream that they kind of aspire to accomplish, is something that we're extremely excited about. And the local, obviously, Milwaukee area, but state of Wisconsin has done a great job of kind of supporting the initiative that we're going for, and we've been very fortunate for the supporters and the partners that we have.
The mission of the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame is to preserve Wisconsin's rich history of athletic excellence, celebrate the values and virtues of sports, and inspire the principles of teamwork, leadership, and character development from Wisconsin's greatest athletic heroes to our athletes of the future, so that we can positively impact the culture and life lessons of youth sports in our state and beyond. We strive to make youth athletics more affordable, impactful, and accessible for all.
It's great to have you here again, hosting this wonderful event. Kind of why is this event important, Donald?
Well, I think, I say this, it brings the community together. I think a lot of people don't really know what the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame is all about. And so, to bring the community together, to really show the impact, we talk about it at the Wisconsin Hall of Fame, like what does it truly mean, right? And what we call TLC, right? Teamwork, leadership, and character. And so we really want to bring that out so the community kind of know what the Hall of Fame is all about.
What did it mean to you to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
I think it was surprising because normally when you get inducted to the Hall of Fame, it's like you have to wait 4 or 5 years before that. Yeah. I think I waited 1, but it was exciting. It was a moment that really solidified my legacy, not just on the field but off the field.
You played a long time in Green Bay, but kind of after you retired, you could have went back home and kind of lived there, but you still come here all the time, and you're so active in the community. Why was that important to you?
The community gave me so much when I got here. As a young kid coming out of the inner cities of Houston, Texas, and then going to Alcorn State University, you just never know what you're going to get, right? And so to embrace and come and get drafted by the Packers, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how my career was going to play out, but the community embraced me from day one. And I remember the fans used to always say, that kid's going to be good. That kid's going to be good. And I used to hear them say, hey, that number 13 going to be good. That number 13 is going to be good. And all of a sudden, you look back 15, 16 years now. And now I look back 25 years and I'm like, wow, the impact I've made here is truly amazing. Right. Because you just never think, you never know how your career is going to go. And God's always direct your path for you. And so he's directed my path to do some amazing things, but to give to the community that's given me so much. And so I think, and I'll tell you this, Mark, I think that's why I retired the way I did, right? It's to really show the fans that it's not about going to play somewhere else. It's not about going back to Texas and posting up at your house and not doing anything. It's about how do you continue to impact and change the community that you've been a part of for 25 years.
You're now involved in the ownership of the Hall of Fame, and you're very active. Kind of why did you do that? Kind of why did you get involved in the ownership?
To continue to see the impact. You know, for me going in, 5-6 years ago, it was truly amazing that there's a lot of icons that I felt and legends that should have went in before me. Right. And so I wanted to be a part of it so that we can honor those individuals. And so a lot of those individuals say, well, why do I deserve it? Why do I deserve it? I think I asked myself the same question. But then you have to look back and say, we wouldn't be where we are. And the state of Wisconsin wouldn't be where it are without you. And so to really, truly honor those individuals, it really gives us a leverage that now they can understand why we care so much for them.
We're out here today, we're raising money for youth sports.
Yes.
How important, and kind of why is that important nowadays for the youth to get them more access to sports?
Well, I think people have always changed this thing as it's been, AAU leagues, and people are always trying to do it to raise money and for their individual goals, right? The Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame is not that. It's about giving young men and young women the opportunity to reach their sport potentials. And I think that's what we talked about. That's why we talked about the TLC, but to really show the teamwork that a young man and young woman should have, right? It's not about me. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna boast my own self up. But it's like we work together as a team, right? And then you talk about the leadership, being the leader in that room. And then the character piece. It's truly build who you truly are. And I think this is an opportunity with the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame that we get to allow them to create their own identity, to be truly who they are.
It's gonna be a lot of fun out here today.
It's gonna be fun.
You're gonna hit them long and straight.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll hit them long. I don't know how straight they go.
Always good to see you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, it's obviously great to have you here, Jordy. Kind of, why do you come to this event every year? Why is it important to you?
Well, first off, it's a great outing. It's a lot of fun. It's great to come back to Wisconsin and see a lot of people, but then most importantly, like to be able to give back to the people in the community. Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame does a good job of giving back, giving kids opportunities, improve those opportunities that they have. And whenever I have an opportunity to give back to kids, it's always a yes for me. It's something that my wife and I both, ever since day one in Green Bay when we were here playing with Young Life to anything we're doing back home now, it's kind of interesting how it all correlates around the kids. They're the future of our communities, and we want to provide them the best life that we can.
When you were inducted into the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame, what did that mean to you?
It's a humbling experience. All of it is. And to be able to go into the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame with the history that it has, to have that honor to go in there is very humbling. Super humbling to go in with Brett Favre. It was a very unique opportunity. So it's just something that I think when I was on this journey, never thought about. I don't want to say didn't care about because it seems wrong, but that wasn't why I was playing. But now that we're done, it's very cool to have all those experiences.
Why is it important for you to still be active here?
Wisconsin's a second home for us. It's fun to come back and see the people in the communities. We have great relationships with people up in Green Bay. We're still Packer fans. Kids are Packer fans, so they're excited whenever we can come back up and go to a game or go to practice and training camp and stuff. So it just kind of keeps it all connected, and it brings back great memories. So whenever we come through the state, it always puts a smile on our face. Even if it is raining, it still makes you happy.
We're obviously out here today to really raise money for youth sports because of the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame. Why is it important to raise money for youth sports? Why is it important to get more youth involved in sports?
Well, I think it's a great avenue for kids to do sports because they learn a lot of things. They have to be able to compete There's the ups and the downs. You get the highs and the lows. You have to learn to deal with failure. You have to become a good teammate, learn to deal with other people. And it just, obviously, being active is a huge thing, especially now with all the video games and every other thing that keeps you in your house and allows you to communicate with your friends without having to go outside and communicate. I mean, I remember growing up, even out in the country, when my neighbor was 1.5 miles away, like, you still had to go. If you wanted to see him or talk to him, you had to go there. You couldn't text him, you couldn't stream a video game, you couldn't do any of that stuff. So anything we can do to get the kids outside, give them the right equipment to be outside to do it. I don't know, I love sports. I grew up in a sports family, playing 3 different sports pretty much my whole life, and it just allows you to, like I said, be active, be around your friends, but also challenge you as a person, and you learn a lot of things through it.
Well, it's great to have you here this morning, Corinne. And we really want to say thank you for being involved in the tournament. So kind of maybe explain why Network Health is involved in this event.
Well, Network Health has a mission of building healthy and strong communities, and one of the reasons why we support the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame is it's about excellence, and that's what we strive to do at Network Health, building healthy and strong communities, building excellence in our young athletes, and all the support that the Athletic Hall of Fame provides to the community. We want to be a part of it. It fits with our mission.
So kind of why is the Hall of Fame important to the community?
It brings great pride to our community to be able to see these amazing athletes and people who have supported athleticism and excellence to be revered and to be focused on. And, you know, that's part of what we do at Network Health. It's about excellence. And so being aligned with an organization that focuses on that makes a lot of sense for us.
We want to give a special thank you to our partners on this event: Network Health of Wisconsin, Associated Bank Private Wealth, Destination Kohler, Team Lammy, and USI.
It's always great to have you. It's great to be here. Really, thank you for hosting us today.
No, we're really excited. Grand Geneva is excited to host, the 4th annual celebrity golf outing here.
Kind of what's important about this course? Why is it kind of draw our kind of events? Why is it important to have them here?
Yeah, Grand Geneva was built for big events. Everything we do here is built for big events, and we're always going after the biggest outings and functions because our hotel can handle it in our space. So no better place to host this outing than here at Grand Geneva.
Kind of what makes this course unique? How are our golfers going to do out here today?
It's going to be tough today with the rain, the elements, but the Brute, just in general, it's a hard golf course. There's big features, big fairways, big bunkers, big green complexes, and but it's in beautiful shape for everybody today.
You know, why are these kind of events important overall? Just in terms of charity and in terms of helping the community.
Sure. Marcus Corporation loves charity. We do a lot within our organization, and we host a lot of charity functions here at Grand Geneva. So big golf tournaments for charitable organizations all over Wisconsin and Illinois come to us, and this is just another staple for us now.
Yeah. So what's your prediction on score today for the winning score? Come on now, Via. What do you think?
I think it's going to be really hard for the winners to break 60 today. I don't see it happening today.
Don't see it happening today. And we'll know, I mean, if someone is under 60, they probably cheated, right?
I think so.
I think so. That's fair. Well, again, it's great to be here, and we really appreciate you hosting us today.
No, our pleasure. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, you know, sports keeps kids active. It keeps them moving. It keeps them thinking and being away from things that may not be good for them, that may be nefarious for them. So, you know, having kids, and they learn so much from sports. So, you know, you learn teamwork and responsibility, accountability, perseverance, commitment, those kind of things happen, and those are skills that kids can take from a playing field and use in the classroom or use at home or use in the community. Journey House is in Clark Square, the most diverse area in the city. So all the kids here, we welcome everybody and anybody to play sports here. So anybody in the community, regardless of race, background, gender, can play in our program and have. Well, all monies go back into Journey House and supporting the programs that we have. Those funds went into maintaining operations of this particular facility, our baseball complex, our gymnasium, our other athletic and other programming that is part of Journey House. Our program is not just about winning football games. You know, we're about really developing kids and really developing life skills and having kids understand what's important. Academic performance in the classroom, nutrition, life skills, responsibility, no excuses, parent engagement. All parents have to come to a parent orientation. And then if we do those first 5, the winning will come on and off the field.
It's great to have you here, Brian. It's a beautiful day. Well, kind of. Let's kind of talk about the Hall of Fame and kind of what's going on there. There's a lot of really cool things happening at the Hall of Fame right now with the walkway. Maybe explain what's going on and what's going to happen over the next few weeks.
Well, we're so excited with the new Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame walkway launching. So excited to tell that story. A new LED video board to highlight some of the greatest moments in Wisconsin sports history, to show our Hall of Famers, to also show some sponsors that want to be a part of supporting Milwaukee and supporting Wisconsin. So we're really excited for that walkway right by the Deer District, by the new Baird Center, by the new Milwaukee Bucks Fiserv Forum. We're just so excited to be a part of this sports and entertainment block and really elevate our game with events, press conferences, and a lot of excitement around the Hall of Fame.
It's been a few years since you acquired ownership. But kind of why did you do that, and kind of has it grown as you hoped it would?
Yeah, it certainly has grown. When Donald Driver and I bought this 10 years ago, there really wasn't any momentum. It was kind of in mothballs for 8 or 9 years. You're talking about some of the greatest athletes and sports contributors in our really nation's history, with Hank Aaron, Oscar Robertson, Bart Starr, Ted Kellner, Donald Driver, so many great supporters and athletes that we should be honoring. So the fact that we've been able to grow it and now hire a really talented executive director to take us to the next level, we are so excited to make a bigger impact in youth sports through our foundation and also honor these great athletes that our state has seen.
We have a huge year coming up next year. Kind of maybe talk about how the fans can get involved and kind of what's all planned.
So our 75th anniversary is coming up. We started in 1951, the first ever state Hall of Fame of its kind in our country. So for us to celebrate the 75th, we're going to create some fun content, 75 best sports moments, 75 best athletes. Fans will be able to vote. Our executive director is going to have a big hand in that. How do we just tell the story of the amazing things that have happened in our Wisconsin athletic scene and let the fans really help us to choose their favorites over all of these years?
And now the fans are going to have a chance to get involved. How do they do that?
So the fans are going to be able to go to our website, so wihalloffame.com. They'll be able to see what's going on, see the updates, participate in a lot of different ways. So, and that walkway is always going to be open 24/7, 365. How many Hall of Fames could you just come to for free, experience and be a part of at any time? And here in an Olympics year, even somebody like Bonnie Blair, one of the greatest Olympic athletes ever in the United States, in our Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame, there's so many stories and different things that fans will be able to come out, see, enjoy, and then actually vote and participate to keep us moving forward.
Great. Well, it's going to be a great day out here. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to raise a lot of money for youth sports. Brian, it's always great to see you. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, all.
Thank you to all the business and community leaders, and of course, our celebrity golfers who came out to support the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame. What a great way to spend the day raising money for such important causes. We are filling foursomes for the 2025 outing. Please email accounts@wihalloffame.com to learn more or inquire. Visit our website at www.wihalloffame.com to learn more about the Hall of Fame and ways that you can support it through donating money or volunteering to help at an event.